I feel about happy. Happy, friends, toys, friends, food trips, and numbers and ABCs.
Transition or moving from one stage to another is part of every child's development and daily routine. Whether it's learning to use a toilet, eating with a spoon, pulling up to walk, or getting ready for kindergarten, the adults play a vital role in supporting children in each of these stages of change. We know that entering kindergarten is an important time in every child's life and may look different within families and in different cultures. It can be exciting but also stressful and challenging for children and their family, as the changes may be new and unfamiliar. However, we know that when children are socially, emotionally prepared, know what to expect, and have a strong support system, such as their family, school, and community, providing ample opportunities, they are more successful in the changes ahead. As you navigate through these slides, know that these resources and suggested activities are intended to provide information that are culturally specific to Hmong children and families, so that you, the teacher, and schools can better prepare for them as they enter into your buildings. The Minnesota Department of Education has changed its language from kindergarten readiness and school readiness to supporting successful learners. They have introduced the successful learner equation to recognize and uplift the individuals, programs, and systems that contribute to the success of each learner. The successful learner equation recognizes four interconnected components that foster successful learners: ready families, ready schools and programs, ready communities, and ready state with ready systems. Children, families, schools, and communities are interconnected and interdependent with one another. For example, working parents may leave their young child to a family member or a childcare center while they are at work. The decisions and things that they do impact a child's development. This is true for teachers, schools, community, and the bigger system as well. Whatever decisions they make has an impact on the child. Hence, it is important that adults understand children's ecosystem so they can better support them. This includes how they are supported in their transition process. Understanding the child's ecosystem helps you to identify the individuals, organizations, and businesses connected to the child and how you might collaborate with them. It also helps you to understand a child's behavior, their family's background, and their views on school and school involvement.
Preparing them emotionally, letting them know what's ahead of them, especially because this will be their first time being on their own besides daycare. So they're gonna have to learn, to kind of tell them how it's going to be, things that are to be expected, and just their essential needs that they need for school.
Excited and happy. I know he's woken up one day in the summer and he dressed all up and he's like, "Mom, is it time to go to school?" And I go, "No, not yet. You still have a couple of weeks of summer." So I'm just happy that he's happy. And so that just puts me at ease that he's not afraid to begin kindergarten.
Most important for parents and for families with kids who are entering school for the first time is to really take that time to go and to know your child's teacher and your child's school. That first time communication is always going to be the most helpful, I think. And I just think they're so little, right? So they're just going to kindergarten. They're so little. They're 5, and so for them it's exciting and it's scary. But again, it's also scary for us because they're going to be away, and they're going to be with people that they don't know. So that's a little scary. So I think it's important for us to make sure that we know who's going to be taking care of our kids when they're away from us.
Transitions to kindergarten is a process and not just a one-time event. This is an example of a roadmap families and children can use as they prepare for children to enter school. The roadmap provides opportunities both families and teachers can use either collaboratively together or on their own to best support children as they develop an understanding of what to expect kindergarten to be like. It is important that there are opportunities where children will experience kindergarten so they are familiar and it doesn't become an overwhelming experience on their very first day. So, for example, offering school tours and open houses for families and children, as stated on the roadmap from January through April, can help ease the children's anxiety by seeing what the environment will look like so they will have a better idea of what to expect as well as what will be expected of them. Ultimately, the idea is that in order for a smooth transition to transpire for children and families as well, there needs to be a sense of familiarity, safety, and confidence in navigating this new environment. This can happen when there are multiple opportunities provided for children and families to be in those spaces, as it states in the roadmap.
Yeah, I think just to know that we identify as Hmong, to have a diverse background and accepting of other cultures, I think that's good. And then just also this year, he doesn't have any siblings at the same school, but he does have a cousin who's a grade above. So just for them to know that he does have family at the school, if he has any troubles, that they could possibly like reach out to him in another class.
Kind of understand our daily schedule, how many people we have in our family, so that they can better understand, my child's schedule and everything, so that they both have an understanding of each other.
For all her sisters, that you know that she has a lot of siblings that are girls, so it'll be easier for her to communicate.
Just to get to know him as an individual and have one-on-one with him as much as she can. And otherwise, just, get to know us. We're not really sure what's going to happen, so.
I mean, our family, I think we are pretty Americanized, but in culture-wise, hopefully we can share most of our cultures with the classroom and, make sure that our kid also value their own cultures.
Knowing and understanding families' fundamental knowledge will enhance your own teaching practices and be culturally responsive to the needs of your students. It helps you to build relationships, know each individual family, and draw on their skills to create opportunities that support children's transitions into kindergarten. For example, if a family shares with you that they enjoy going to a community park nearby, you might want to offer a transition opportunity there for families to come together to meet each other and you. Or if the family indicates that they speak Hmong, you can learn a couple of words to use with them, as well as having an interpreter if requested.
Kindergarten is still kind of young, but maybe just some kind of after-school activities. Could be like extra recess, or like just reading or coloring or whatever, something like that, to help improve them. And just writing or just being active.
My child, the things I can't, different learning skills. I mean, I know the basic teaching of reading to them or showing them how to do stuff, but there's different ways of teaching, and I'm sure teachers have different ways and techniques, and that's the support that I want most, and to understand my child.
Communities know what they have and need, therefore finding ways to partner with them allows you to share and create resources, align program initiatives, and together have a better understanding of the families that enter into your school and programs. Additionally, communities often already have trusting relationships with families and therefore can help facilitate transitions. Take time to be in the community where Hmong families reside or frequent. For example, if you are in the Twin Cities, take a field trip to the Hmong markets in St. Paul to get a glance of Hmong culture and an experience. There are two big markets called Hmong Town and Hmong Village. There you will see many families, vendors such as food, Hmong clothes, kitchenware, household items, and much more. You might observe the interactions between parents and children, patrons and vendors with each other. Don't hesitate to ask questions of vendors. This allows you to better understand the culture and build trusting relationships with community members, organizations, and other systems that support Hmong children and families. Sometimes building relationships may require you to know someone in the community, such as a liaison who speaks Hmong, an organization who works with a family, an elder, or someone who has already established strong relationships within the community.
Since immigrating to America, many Hmong families have assimilated into the American culture and practices, while some who still have a strong hold on the traditional Hmong culture. Parenting or caregiving does vary from generations to generations and plays a role in the way families understand child development, transitions, and how they seek and access resources. Hence, you may have families who are very involved in their children's development through school, and you may also have those on the opposite spectrum who are not very involved, leaving the learning to the teachers and schools as they are deemed experts. Regardless of where families are on the spectrum of caregiving, having knowledge of organizations that can help advocate and provide resources supports a family's ecosystem. It can help you to prepare and support parents as they navigate systems they may come across during transitions in their life.
When he came back home from school, he was very happy. He loved his breakfast and lunches, and he talked about coloring and his recess. So he was really excited and happy, and I'm glad that he still is excited about kindergarten.
I think he adjusted to the schedule pretty easily, going from half day to full day. I think it just put him in bed earlier, and so that he has enough sleep for the full day of school. But yeah, he adjusted pretty good.